What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
You.
Oh. He's doing these magic fingers. I can't get through the magic finger vortex. But guys, if you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post. You can also become a superstar VIP. $2.99 a month. Gets a star next to your name. Anytime you comment on our videos. And the star changes colors the longer that you are a VIP. Also, access to drop spreadsheets, price prediction spreadsheets, first dibs on merch, star in the universe every single month. I know that Superstar Juju is loving it out in the universe. That's the last one. I mean, if that wasn't a sign that you get the Juju from this channel, I don't know what else there is.
Yeah, that's incredible.
You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Also, in the description, you will find the Discord where we're getting great ideas. Actually, we have a great idea for tomorrow's video from the Discord. And we also have a P.O. box there if you like to send us something, become a Superstar Hall of Famer. Look at all these beautiful VIP members. I want to kiss all of your faces. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It's just like it's crazy how long and how consistent you guys have been.
Very active Discord. A lot of ideas being spread constantly. A lot of great discussion. You cannot go in that Discord not to have some fun. So make sure you check out the description, click the link, join the Discord.
All right, so let's pull up our Twitter first. Do things a little bit backwards than I'm used to, but I just retweeted something from Veve's Twitter, which was congrats to everyone that has crafted a secret rare Infinity Gauntlet so far. Poetry fingers. Reminder, crafting, not the holding, is what qualifies you for Thanos airdrop. So the deadline to qualify is June 10th. That's Gauntlet so crafting will still be available after this date.
Wow.
I want to say something here. I don't know if I would sell the stuff after the crafting because we've just seen we've experienced it in the past where you sell something a little bit too early, you don't get a James Bond airdrop. I think that this is something maybe if you don't need to sell it, maybe chill out. But I mean, if the gems make sense for you and you're already in profits, and then you can anything that comes to you beyond that is a bonus, then maybe it makes sense to sell now.
You know, I've been thinking about that whole VV airdrop blunder factor. We know that in the past. I mean, it's something we have to talk about, right? Like it's just a fact that VV has messed up airdrops in the past. It makes you wonder if you do sell this gauntlet before the actual day. I think June 10th it was. Will they still be able to deliver on giving you the Thanos? And it kind of worries me. You would think that because of the way that they've done this, it's very different. You actually have to go through the act of crafting. Should be a way easier thing to record than just saying a snapshot and saying that, you know, at this time there's a snapshot, and if you have it at this time, you're going to get what you need. It's a good point though. Like, I think part of me says it'd be cool to sell it before so you can get some quick gems and then jump into some other things in the market. Maybe you can sell it and go buy an Aether and maybe hope that the Aether is going to bump. You know, it's a play. That's right? You can craft, sell it, get an Aether, and hope that the Aether pumps in the future. But we can talk about that later. You got to be careful. You have to do it with almost like in the back of your mind that there's a chance that something might go wrong.
Yeah, and yesterday's video, I talked about how I think that the snapshot airdrop types will be extinct, and this might be the new way. It's just, I think this is kind of like a transitionary one where we're going to be getting the Thanos later on. I think that maybe moving forward, they're going to say like, okay, prove that you own these things, put the 5 in, and instantly it comes into your wallet, kind of like they did with the animated gauntlets on this one, right?
Yeah, and I'm good with that. If it's going to be something like that where airdrops have to be proven through action,
I like that.
They should do that because then they can deliver on it, right? Whereas the other way, you know, if you can't get the math to work out or the coding to work out to be automated, you're better off just doing it like how we're doing the crafting.
Yeah, you're always trusting somebody the other way. This is pretty cool. This is one of our long-time VIP members, Jimbo Lilingo. He just put together a showroom. Look how many gauntlets this guy has.
Crazy.
Can you believe this?
He loves the gauntlet.
5 gauntlets, and he's got one of all the stones above it just in case. And just a great showroom. Go take a look at this video. But shout out to Jimbo Lilingo for always bringing the heat.
That's some big budget for this drop. That's some big budget.
So here is the drop. It happened today. You bought the empty gauntlet on the drop, and then you were able to craft. 5 minutes later, you were able to do the crafting. I think you've got it pulled up over there, but I want to quickly go through what's coming up for the rest of the week. We have first appearance of Amadeus Cho, the man who would become the totally awesome Hulk. Hulk, and that's coming on Tuesday. I'm actually not familiar with that character at all, but totally awesome Hulk. I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
And the one we talked about, and we've got the RoboCop on Sunday. This is tomorrow, and it is drivable. So drivable RoboCop.
That's
figure
pretty cool.
ED209. Yeah, it is cool. There's a pretty good video on Corey's video. So it shows it walking around in a parking garage. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty sick. Yeah, and they can keep making things drivable. Then it should hopefully be really fun to use in some fictitious Veveverse one day.
Yeah, so. Exactly. All right, so why don't you pull up what you got here?
Okay, so first of all, what I want to say is this is the prize, right? You craft this thing, you're going to get one of these Thanoses. If you don't use the secret rare, you're going to get this dude. I think they did a really good job, by the way, from this photo. I think they did a really good job on giving a realistic looking version of Thanos on this one. This one's pretty good too. I think it's not as good in terms of the actual visual aspects of it, but this is the secret rare in his battle armor and with his sword. And you're going to get this if you burn the secret rare stone. So today was crafting day, and I decided not to craft. Yeah. I figured that I don't have the secret rare stone, and I figured patience is the way to go because I have everything I need. I have the empty gauntlet. I have all the stones, but Aether is more money right now at 400 gems than the Infinity Gauntlet itself. And the reason for that is that once you craft it, the Infinity Gauntlet doesn't have any utility. Yeah. It has no more utility. It's just another collectible. So sure, you have to spend some money to get that collectible, but you know that you're going to get another collectible on top of that. So obviously the price will drop to less than what the stones are worth because you can add some, predicted price on top. And then when we did a price prediction video, we said that the non-secret rare Thanos would be 150 gems. The secret rare Thanos, I really can't remember. What do we say? 1,000?
I think we were 1,000 to 1,200 or something like that. Yeah, we were up there just to try and cover people's costs. But it's tough because we don't know how many people were buying those highly priced ones compared to how many people were holding. The other thing is like the people who've been holding from the beginning. I think it's an easy flip already for them. And they might be the ones who have crafted right away because they've had the secret rare at around 100 gems or whatever when it first came out. So I think for them, flipping that into the gauntlet, if you wanted to make some quick gems, you do that. And then whatever you get with the Thanos on top is like all butter. But maybe the people who are in at a little bit of a higher price point have not crafted yet. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to show something quickly here. This is from Omi Daily Burn, our buddy. He actually put together some quick numbers on what was actually already burnt, and 2207 Aethers already burnt. So that means that there's like 1,600 left. Right?
That's it's going down.
Nothing left. Only 721 secret rare eyes. So out of 2,100. So that number there is the total number of Warrior Thanos. So 721 right now. And this number, he's tracked it a couple times now. I think he had that at 6 something, and now it's at 721. And this was posted at 3:42 p.m. So he's edited it. So he's been updating it as it goes. And then the rare eyes and the uncommon eyes, that's probably adding up to around 2207 or something between all three, right? That's what it should be.
Well, that's my point. Like these Aethers, what's the point of rushing? So you have until June 10th to craft. Why am I rushing to craft this thing? I'm just going to wait. I'm in a little bit of a different position than you. I'm not getting that secret rare one, which is going to be worth way less. So why am I rushing? I have options, and I want to see how things play out because you would think, because I saw what happened today, there was like 120 Aethers listed for sale at an average price of around 330 before the drop. And then the moment people started crafting, I saw the supply go from 120 down to 80, and I saw a surge in price from 330 to 450. The demand was greater than the sale. Now people have gone back and sold. I think it's now at around 90 or 99 listed, but it's holding the 400 price, and it may actually go up. I think it's possible because as more supply gets bought up, you may have less demand because the utility is gone, right? The utility, as more people burn, they no longer need the Aether, so they're no longer buying it. But we know that it's very possible that there's still 1,600 more potential chances to burn, and with only 1,600 left, it may get to a point as we get closer to June 10th, as people keep burning, that you just have people holding Aether like me that is just completely willing to craft. So I'm just not going to sell it to you unless the price is very incentivizing for me to sell it to you. So you may not actually have a supply that will be at some point that you might not have a supply that will actually keep this price down at 400, and the demand may outpace the supply. It is possible, because if Ether goes down too low, no problem. I'm just going to craft, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'll burn it, right? So I don't see a rush in doing any kind of crafting. I'm just going to wait it out a little bit longer, and we'll see what the price is. How about you?
Yeah, that's been the same for me. I mean, I haven't crafted yet. First of all, I wanted to make sure that everything went smoothly and people weren't losing their collectibles. I wasn't going to be the first one to go in and craft and then say, oh, where did all my stuff go? And I never got the gauntlet. So it's great to see that it's actually working. First try. We didn't have to do a second drop tomorrow instead of today. So that's cool. I did end up getting the rare gauntlet on the drop. Garbage number, which is good, because if I do decide to craft it, then the number changes anyways, which I thought that was kind of weird. I thought that it should have just been the same number, and then you just whatever. But anyway, a little bit different. It's cool that if you do get a bad mint, that you have an opportunity at a better mint. It's kind of incentivizing the craft a little bit more, but then it also decentivizes the craft for people who land a good mint of the empty gauntlet, because then maybe they got to go buy another one. And it did sell out, so that was cool. So there will be a bunch of empty gauntlets on the marketplace. I wanted to just check the prices quickly here. And this has been hanging out, but I think it's been dropping over the day, right? The crafted gauntlet.
Yeah, I mean, we know that, well, if that many ethers has been burned, then there's what, 2,400? I can't remember the number now. 2,400 of them. Yeah, of the gauntlets. So it's not really
2,100. Yeah,
2,100 is gonna probably keep dropping. It has no utility, right? So it's gonna just keep dropping.
Yeah, and then this is the Secret Eye. It's 830. It's been pretty steady. I haven't seen it go up or down. Maybe a little bit higher than it was yesterday.
Yeah,
the Aether. This is the big one, because this is the one that is controlling who can craft. And this has been going up a little bit. I think like overall the average has gone up over the day. So for me, I mean, I'm still not going to craft right away. The thing is, it's going to be a lot of it's going to be dependent on how vocal Veve is as well about the Thanos drop coming up, about how much hype they can build going into that airdrop, and also how much hype gets behind people wanting to craft. Like if they start to say like, yo, this crafting, like, this is how good this crafting, like they gotta push the crafting still. If that hype dies off, I do think that pricing will come down, because it'll be less incentive to want to do it. So I might have to find the time to actually do the crafting if I decide to go that way, or sell off. I'm gonna look at the numbers. I mean, if it's even, I might just do the craft, even if we're within a couple hundred, just to experience it.
Yeah, there's a lot of, this is, I think, a more important drop than we think. We know Veve is always going to be looking for opportunities now. To they're using more crafting now. I have a feeling it may not be the last we see in some kind of utility with the Infinity Gauntlet, and this is pure speculation, but Infinity Gauntlet, I think it is possible that as time goes on, they might find new ways to still use these Infinity Gauntlets in some kind of capacity, whether that be the Veveverse or another kind of crafting opportunity. I don't know for sure. It's complete speculation. It's just such an important thing in the actual like movies, and then on top of that, Veve's used this already as a crafting tool. So I wouldn't. It may not be the end of it, but in the near term, there's no rush to me to go craft this. I am interested in my options. It's possible that I can just craft this, get the gauntlet, flip the gauntlet, and buy an Aether, and then see if as time goes on, the Aether pumps, or I could just keep holding everything that I have right now, and maybe the draw to the Secret Rare pulls Aether up high enough that I could just flip them all, sell them all, sacrifice the gauntlet and the airdrop, and somehow the sum of that beats having the gauntlet plus the airdrop. And I think right now it's even. I think right now
close right now.
It's too close. If I craft, the gauntlet plus what I get will equal roughly the same amount as me selling it all. So I'm just going to back off and continue to wait to see how the market moves. And if it ever teeter-totters, then I can make that decision. Right? But why rush? I have till June 10th. I would like to. It's just like the Mickey posters. I kept saying at this point, if I had it, I would wait as time goes on, see how many people burn, and then make a decision at that point whether or not you want to do the burn as well. I think the Gauntlet 2 is a perfect opportunity, and you have Only Daily Burn giving us updates every single day probably at this point. Yeah, letting us know how much are left. And it'll be interesting to see if the supply in the market shrinks or not, if that will help the price, because at some point the demand should come down with even if the supply stays the same, as more and more people burn, the demand to burn will slow down, and then the demand for the ether should also slow down. But I don't think we've hit that inflection point. I think we still have some time before that happens.
They're still under 1,000 for the Seeker Rare, right? So I mean, I think a lot of people look at that 1,000 mark and say like, okay, anything under there, it's pretty. It has a chance, like especially if we start to get some more users on here and people start looking at it. Anything under 1,000 is going to be pretty scarce, especially when it gets to like big time villains like Thanos or even any of these other things, like those posters that dropped on that potion. Like it's starting to, people are starting to realize, because I think the potions now like 1/3 of the price of those posters. So the posters are taken off because of that scarcity, right?
Sure, they will have the scarcity, the potions will not.
Yeah.
And again, I'll just say one more time, like this collectible, I at least in this one, like we said this before, this deserves its own video idea.
Yeah.
If the collectible looks great, it makes no difference on the price. But if it looks garbage, it will hurt the price.
Yeah.
So at least it doesn't look garbage.
No, it looks
so that
really
means
good.
It looks really good. So we shouldn't have any negative effect to the price because of the look of the collectible. So that works in its favor. But there's going to be a lot of these. This will not be scarce by any means. And I'll be honest, at 720, this is starting to look like it may not be as scarce as we think, because if there's over 1,000 of these, sure, it's gonna be worth a lot, but can it really hold like some insane price? Like at least Luke Skywalker, when what's he at now? The
He's like around 1,000 still, yeah, 1,100.
Okay, well at least we knew there was only 500 of them. That's way more scarce. This is looking like it may be double of Luke, and therefore it's gonna be more mints to spread the money around. So even this play is getting, even this one, if you have that secret Eye of Agamotto, it's not in the bag yet that this is going to be worth the play, and you still might be worth the flip. But anyways, we'll keep checking back as the day goes on, and then maybe we'll make a decision. But right now, today, we're making no decisions. We will not be crafting right now.
Exactly. All right. So, I think that's it.
Guys, let us know what you guys think about today's video. Did you craft? If you did, why did you craft? Did you not craft? Are you going to wait like us? We want to hear from you. Let us know below. We see all your comments. You guys comment. I love it because we read them. We don't have the time anymore to respond to every comment, but we're reading all your comments. So let us know below and let us know. We really want to know what you guys are doing. What do you think about today's video? Are you crafting? Are you not crafting? Are you flipping with the craft? Are you waiting? Let us know. We want to hear from you. If you haven't already, do not forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the superstar family, hit the bell notification button to get every single video, every single day. We keep it coming. We still have not missed. How have we not missed? I don't know. Also, guys, Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the star beside your name, get access to our spreadsheets, giveaways, and yes, merch, even merch. So please, guys, thank you for your support. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Love you.